Today I'm going to show you guys how to take a 25-minute video like this and a transcription, drop it into a Google Sheet like this, and it'll generate your thumbnail ideas, your blog posts, your short scripts, your ideas, your LinkedIn posts, your carousels, your tweet threads, your newsletters, your blog posts, and more, all on a click of a button in seconds. Let's dive in. Hey guys, Steve H here from Giant Partners, the #1 data-driven marketing agency. Here to go over this extensive way to repurpose content. The reasons we built this Google Sheet and this AI tool for our team is we're actually going to use this ourselves. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along our journey, how we use this sheet for our own company, and you can use it for yourself. And let's dive in how it works and how you can use it for your company so you can repurpose that content and save hours of time coming up with ideas, scripts, and more. All right, we're going through how you can make a video like this. It could be a transcription of anything. It could be a meeting. It could be a video you make. In the example today, it's one of our videos we made about Facebook ads. We're going to take this content and we're going to generate multiple pieces of content from this transcription so we can get our content team to make content faster based off this long form piece of content. So how this is done. What you'll need is a Google Sheet, and you'll need a tool with ChatGPT, and that integrates with Google Sheets. One of them is called GPT Space. It makes it really easy to integrate with a Google Sheet like this. This is a very inexpensive tool. There's a free version of it. If you start making tons and tons of content from these sheets, you'll most likely have to pay, but even then it is really inexpensive. At most $59 a month. Monthly, if you want to pay for the year, it's only $29 a month, unlimited credits. We are on the $39 a month right now because we've been building this for a few weeks now just to perfect it, tweak the prompts, it regenerates again, so it uses some credits up. But if you get this sheet, there's going to be a link in the bio, or if you comment, we'll send this sheet directly to you. And it takes all the guesswork out of the prompts and how we built it. As well, we'll dive into how we created those prompts and the techniques we use to make them actually work with the Google Sheet as well. And again, this may go away eventually, like this tool in this Google Sheet, but it's really good practice for you to get the concept of integrating AI in your workflows, what content you would do, what prompts create the posts or the other pieces of content from the larger long-form piece of content. So knowing how to even utilize this is a good practice, because tools like Duet AI and Google Workspace, or if you use Microsoft came out with Copilot, these tools may integrate natively within your Workspace accounts, whether you use Google Sheets or Excel. So today's example will work for a long time, maybe the rest of the year, even more, but the same concepts will apply if these other tools take over. So now we're going to dig into the actual Google Sheet itself. So we start in with the title, and then from the transcription from whatever video source you get it from, you drop it into its own cell. And then from this cell and the title, you utilize these in your prompts. What makes it so easy and seamless is in Excel or in Google Sheets, you can use variables as placeholders. So in your prompts, so here's an example to generate thumbnail ideas from this. I'll zoom in. Use this equals ChatGPT, and then this is the prompt within the characters. But then you could see B2. Instead of having this whole transcription into this prompt or in this cell, you can just dynamically put it in with B2, which is pulling the transcription. So we're able to create a list of thumbnail ideas just by dropping this transcription in there, and this prompt will automatically generate based on that transcription. So the prompt is all tailored to work from the transcription. So write a list of thumbnail ideas. The list should include ideas for the thumbnail image along with the text that shows on the image. All the instructions are there. So for example, I just made a little edit, and you'll see once I hit enter, it will load and come up with some ideas for the thumbnail based on that video transcription. There you go. One thing to keep a lookout for is if you do make edits to the transcription or the title, it will re-prompt or regenerate the prompts on the rest of the cells that call to it. If you ever wanted to save some of the ideas because you like them, you should open a Google Sheet and then maybe sort those prompts in the Google Sheet, because you will see in the Google Sheet. So if I want to put thumbnail ideas here, this will also be a tab in the Google Sheet part of it, but you can put it into Google Docs because this is hard written. Because if you look into here, if I double click in here, it's just the prompt. It's not real text you can do anything with in Google Sheets, so you have to copy it somewhere else in order to use it. Like I said, if you make any edits to either of these elements, where that'll be your main pull for the other pieces of content, it will regenerate and you may lose like something that you really liked initially prompted or outputted. So that's the thumbnail ideas. Another thing that is integrated with just calling to with variables is the target audience. So you'll see in some of the prompts we use a variable, sometimes we just write it out. So if we talk about writing a short or a reel, we talk about the target audience we're speaking to. So for example, this AI prompt cell is for AI short and reel script ideas. Let's check it out. All right, so GPT, we're going to create a list of 5 viral short YouTube Shorts ideas. Should be pulled from the video transcription for inspiration, but does not have to be word for word. So you see B2 is that. Focus on the topic and title, which is A2, which is the title of the YouTube video. The target audience is D2. So that's the target audience we're going after. So if you have a different target audience for different videos, you can edit that dynamically. It saves you a lot of time. And then all these other prompts, pieces of content, were tweaked over and over again to get what we wanted into the cell. And it did take a good amount of time to get that output that we wanted, because it's a little different than using other AI tools in their own interface. So we had to tweak and add language to make sure the output was something that we wanted. I want to zoom out real quick. So what we did too is in the prompt availability for the sheet, you can also create lists. What we did was, so this is all bunched up into its own ideas in one cell. What you can actually do is create a list from it. So we created a list. So you can see this prompt down here. We pulled all these ideas out into their own cells. So if you scroll down, you can see all the ideas from the short ideas were all put in their own cell. And the beauty of this is we're actually, if we wanted to make a reel or a short just based off of that specific idea, we're creating a prompt over here to make a script for that idea. So we have the full list of ideas right here that makes a general reel script here. But then we break out each individual script and reel idea, and then we have a script for individual reels. So of those 5 reel ideas, we have a generated script for each 5 in each cell. And again, this is all just one click. So if you duplicate this tab at the bottom and change the transcription, change the target audience, change the title, you'll get a whole set of new reels, reel ideas, and scripts generated in the blink of an eye in a second. That's all you have to do. Same thing with LinkedIn post ideas. You can create the ideas, then make a list of those ideas, and then generate a prompt that creates the actual post based off that specific idea. So you could have a post that's general about the whole video, then you could have the prompt break up the ideas into individual posts, and then instead of just having one overall post for LinkedIn, you could have 5 to 10 from that same video. So you're adding up pieces of content, like 15, 20 pieces of content we're at right now. Pretty incredible. Same thing with threads. Here's the prompt for threads. We have an email newsletter written as well as a blog post. So this sheet, again, if you want to request this sheet, we'll have a link to download it. And if you leave a comment, we'll send it to you directly. And we're going to use this sheet for our own team internally and see how this goes, see how much better our content production can get. So subscribe and follow along. And then as you get the sheet for yourself, feel free to just tweak the prompts. So one of the ways we got the prompts, and the secret sauce of some of these better prompts now, is these custom GPTs. You can find custom GPTs for almost anything specific to post types or design. For the different pieces of content, we would look at the GPTs for shorts and reels, for example. Then you can test. You can even ask it what do you need to create the perfect reel? And then whatever information it needs, and then outputs, and you just fill in the blank. So here's an example of an output, and then you could put that into your actual prompt, the output that you like. So that's for shorts and reels. Did the same thing for LinkedIn posts. Like what do you need from me to make a great LinkedIn post? And that gives you fill in the blanks. So we can put this all into our prompts on that Google Sheet so we can get a similar output of an engaging post. Again, for the slides and the carousels, we dropped the transcription in. We saw how it labeled it, heading, bullet points, visual. And here's the example for the carousel. If you see the actual prompt, create a sequence of posts to be used. And then based on what we saw on the output, we said include each slide headings, a list of bullet points. Oh, that's misspelled. Maybe we'll have spell check incorporated eventually. That'd be nice. There's the bullet points on each slide as well as visuals. Ensure to incorporate a call to action to watch the full video at giantpartners.com at the end. So based on those prompts and like that what we liked from these custom GPTs, we incorporated those learnings and dropped them into our Google Sheet. So our prompts that we have for all of these different cells are nice and built out and pretty much ready to go for our content team to start making those pieces of content. Another example with carousels, how you would use it. So we recommend copying it from here, dropping it into a Google Doc or something like that, and then from here putting this on another screen if you have another screen. You can use templates and tools. One nice tool that looked neat was aicarousels.com. Looks like it was really easy to use and create a carousel. Canva is one of the most popular tools for this as well. There's tons of different, when you start a new project, LinkedIn carousel templates, Instagram carousel templates. There's tons of them already pre-built. Just referencing the Google Doc, going into here, how to dominate Facebook ads in 2024. Copy that. How to, maybe just delete this. 2024, then you just go down at each carousel using that piece of content, targeting changes you need to know, dropping it here, pasting it, maybe adjusting the font size, dropping the bullet points in, and you can style them however you want to do, but this just gives you a huge head start. Maybe eventually there's a way to sync Google Sheets and these ideas into Canva or other tools to automatically generate it and get started. I foresee that coming in the near future. There's other tools like Opus where you can upload you talking in front of the camera and it'll generate clips from there. The only thing is you don't have much control. It just uses AI to get a feel for what it thinks is engaging and then create some videos and content out of it, but it does save you a lot of time if you wanted to do that as well. So that's another kind of a content hack as well and a great tool to use and get better with. And then again, if you want this sheet for yourself and you make long form videos, you want to create pieces of content from it, this will save you so much time and effort. Drop this in the comments that you want it. We'll send you a link directly. But if you want to, it'll also have a download link to our landing page where you can fill out your name and email. We'll send it to you via email with the instructions how to use it and set it up as well. And then again, like I mentioned, we're going to do this for ourselves at Giant Partners. So if you want to follow along, subscribe. We'll give some updates what some of these posts and shorts and reels look like, what we generated from here. And we'll see if this saved us a lot of time in the long run and amplified our content production, which we're looking to do this year and forward. So follow along, and that's it for this video. If you like this, be sure to like it yourself on YouTube, share it with your friends and colleagues if you found this helpful. And again, comment and subscribe to follow along for more, and we'll see you next time.